Hello everybody, so in this vlog I'm gonna update you the progress on the Walkalypse game. Right now I've assembled the storyline. When you first start the game, you're gonna have a comics-like style story. Then the first 5 minutes of Walkalypse are completed, which is a craft tutorial to walk you through the game. So once we start the game, we're gonna see the story.
Oxyphage virus. They called it the green bloom at first. A new species of fast-growing trees appeared along dead zones. Scientists were baffled but hopeful. Then people stopped coming out of the forests. They said it was just oxygen poisoning. Too much of a good thing.
They came out of the forests, people twisted by infection, their bodies draped in tree moss.
A viral compound embedded in the oxygen. This virus rewired the brain. Now the forests walk. You can burn them, cut them, but they return faster. So choose your path, survivor. Mask up, stay in the light, and never, ever breathe too deep.
So this was just a quick story to deep you dive for the first time when you run Walkalypse. Now this is the character creator, still work in progress. Of course I didn't touch it. Here you can read again the story. I'm gonna choose this, I'm gonna name it Mike, let's confirm. And then we're gonna start the tutorial.
This is our base camp, or what remains of it. Before we build walls, we need a floor. That means cutting hay and gathering wood. But first we'll need a hatchet, and for that we need stones.
So this is the first step where it's introduce you to the game, and straightforward we will go collect some stones. So I will represent how you can travel on the map on the first step.
Your first mission, gather 2 stones. We'll head to the lumber shack first, then make our way to the stone quarry. Let's move.
So right now it says what it requires, this mission, and this is your first mission. And now it will show you how you can travel on the map. So if I press continue, right now we are in the camp and it shows you to click on the lumber shack. I'm gonna click. Then it shows you to click on the travel. So let's say you're a fresh new user, you don't know how to play. That is super important to have good onboarding. So I hit travel, we start traveling, we start getting steps from the bank. Then it shows go to the stone quarry. Again, travel, showing you how you can reach the stone
Now
quarry.
let's gather
You need
some
to go to the
stones.
lumber shack first. Let's gather some stones. So start your first activity. So right now we are learning how to start activities at different locations. So I'm gonna hit start.
Collect the stones.
And then it shows you that once an activity is finished, you can collect the reward from the activity. So I'm gonna hit collect.
We've collected enough
We've collected
stones.
2 stones.
Let's go back to the camp.
Now we need to go back to the camp. So right now what we've learned is how we can travel through the map and how we can execute activities and collect the reward from the activity. I'm going to press continue. And as you can see here, the path is pink and those flags says the end point and the start point. So here we are starting. We need to pass through the lumber shack because the road is coming from the lumber shack. And then we need to go to the camp. So you cannot straight go from the stone quarry to the camp because first you need to reach the lumber shack. So I'm going to travel here, taking some steps from my safe step bank and going to the camp.
We need sticks for the hatchet handle. Let's head to Overgrown Search and gather some.
So right now we have stones, which is the material for the head of our hatchet, but we need also a handle, which will be assembled through a stick. That's why we need to go to the Overgrown Search. So right now this is showing our Overgrown Search, and I can zoom out the camera, and here you can see that the path is yellow, so it's kind of different path that you can take. So I'm gonna click here, and let's go to the Overgrown Search.
Overgrown with bushes and foliage, this place hides all kinds of items. Each search might reveal a useful item or nothing at all. Let's start a search.
So right now we're introducing a new feature where this is a search. So we have different kind of items that have different kind of drop chances. So once you start the search, you can get maybe a stick or rusty nail or vines, etc. So there are activities in the game that are based on drop chances. So you need to execute this activity multiple times to get the item that you need. So right now I'm going to start it.
Let's see what did you found.
And by collecting it, we're going to see what random item we're going to found. So right now, 2 sticks.
We have enough
and 1
resources to
rusty
craft the
nail.
hatchet. Let's go back to the camp.
And right now we have the sticks and we have the stones, so we need to go back to the camp in order for us to execute and craft the hatchet. Again, showing you the camp, clicking on the camp, travel to the camp.
To craft a hatchet, we'll need the right station first, the tools crafting workbench. Let's build it.
So in order to craft different tools, you need to create different workstations. And the first workstation that we represent in Walkalypse is the tools crafting workbench, which will unlock different kind of tools that you can start crafting. And let's create it. So by hitting this button, you go into the building menu, workbench, and this is the tools crafting. I'm going to hit build. It will take 90 steps to build. And then we go to activity.
As you build or upgrade structures, new activities will become available here. For now, let's craft that hatchet and get to work.
So when you build new structures, you're going to unlock different new activities. And for example, if you upgrade the tool station, you're going to get more useful tools, better tools to craft. So right now we're going to craft the hatchet. So let's craft it. I'm going to hit craft. It's going to take us 100 steps.
Crafting is finished. Collect the hatchet.
And we're going to collect it.
Time to put that hatchet to use. Let's head to Poplar Forest and start chopping logs.
Now, as we've crafted the hatchet, we are ready to chop some poplar forest. So I'm going to hit continue, and this is the location of our poplar forest. I'm going to click, and let's go there, chop some trees.
To start chopping logs, you'll need to equip the hatchet to your belt. Open your inventory to do that now.
So in order to do an activity, in this example, we need to chop trees, but first we need to equip our hatchet. And let's say if you want to gather some hay, you need to equip your sickle in order to use it. So this is the button for our inventory. So I'm going to click it.
Equip the hatchet by dragging it into the first slot of your belt.
And the belt inventory is the inventory that will hold tools that you can use to gather different resources. This belt inventory is different than the normal inventory, which holds legs, primary weapon, secondary weapon, etc. The belt inventory is just for tools that you're going to use to gather different resources. So right now, I'm just going to select my hatchet and I'm going to put it on the first slot.
Let's cut some poplar logs.
Then we're going to start the activity to cut logs. And then we're going to collect them.
We've chopped enough poplar logs. Let's go back to camp.
Now we're going to go back again to camp because we have chopped enough poplar logs. Let's travel.
Walkalypse runs on your daily steps. The more you walk, run or bike during the day, the more steps you gain, and the more you can explore, survive and progress in the game.
Walkalypse runs on your daily steps. So we fetch the daily step data from your Android device or iOS device and transfer the steps into the game. So the more you walk, run or bike during your day, you can use those steps to play the game.
You have a limited number of steps you can use each day. These steps are spent on traveling, crafting and building, and they gradually refill over time. Plan your actions wisely.
So in order to limit you, not to play the game in just one day, we have a daily steps limit, which resets and adds 1 step on each 17 seconds. So use those daily limits smartly. You can spend those daily steps on traveling, crafting, building, etc. So each day you're gonna replenish 5,000 more steps to spend. Or if you, for example, don't open the app for 1 hour, you're gonna replenish some daily steps that you can, start walking and use those daily steps in order for you to execute an activity.
If you walk, run or bike without opening Walkalypse, don't worry, your real-world steps are tracked and added to your saved steps bank when you launch the game. Every step still counts.
Also, I've integrated for the saved bank, for example, if you go to a walk, run, or just riding a bike without opening the Walkalypse app, let's say the app is closed, it's not open, but your device is actually tracking your steps, and let's say you've made 1000 steps, then when you open the Walkalypse app, those 1000 steps will transfer to the saved steps bank and you can use them to play the game. So for example, if you go to work, if you go for a hike, etc., no need to play the game at all. And when you go back in the evening and sit on the couch, just open the game and all the steps that you took during the day will be transferred to the saved steps bank. So this feature took some time to make, but it's one of the great features that Walkalypse has, transferring the daily steps that you take without opening the game, without playing the game, just by having your phone into the pocket to record the steps that you have. Then you just open the app and the steps transfers.
You've learned the basics of Walkalypse. Now it's time to build your first floor. But first, you'll need hay. And to collect hay, you'll need a sickle. To craft one, you'll need a wooden stick for the handle and steel debris, which you can find at the Rusty Car site. You can check your active missions here. Good luck, survivor!
So this is the progress so far. For this week, I've done the tutorial, I've done the story, and I also created this algorithm for the save steps that you don't need to open the game in order to play the game. You just need to move during the day and then open the game, and all the steps that you took during the day will be transferred to the saved bank that you can use later on in the game to travel and execute different activities. The game is available right now on Google Play, soon will be available on iOS for pre-order. The game is absolutely free, so go into the description of this video, hit on the link and just pre-register for the game. Once it's live, it will be installed automatically on your device, completely free. And if you want to support the development of Walkalypse and the development on my YouTube channel and all the tutorials and tools that I'm making for Unreal Engine and Unity, go to my Patreon page, grab a tier and enjoy. If you enjoyed any of the videos on this channel and if you're a fan, could you do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button? Surprisingly, 85% of the people who watched my videos are unsubscribed. Your quick action of hitting that subscribe button will support this channel, and as it grows, we will be able to share even more free content with you.